Now next up, we have another exciting session outlining new commitments to action on the road to 2028. Leading this session is Lacey Reddix, Director of Innovation Pilots at LACI, and panelists include Minh Lee, General Manager of Energy and Environmental Services at LA County, Kenny Seeton, Director of Central Plant Operations and Strategic Energy Projects at Cal State University, Dominguez Hills.
Hi, good afternoon. So how many people are feeling even more excited about the 2028 Olympic Games after these last 2 days? Are we all? So thank you all for coming to another inspiring day of the Road to 2028 Summit. I am Lacey Reddix, the Director of Innovation Pilots here at LACI. And if I haven't met you in person, yes, I am Lacey at LACI. This summit is not just about thought-provoking conversations. It's about galvanizing investments, innovation, and action through policies and projects. That's why we're excited to highlight the commitments to action of our public sector leaders and hear what steps they are taking to leave a lasting legacy ahead of and beyond the 2028 Olympic and Paralympic Games. First up, we have Minh Lee of Los Angeles County. Minh Lee is the General Manager for Energy and Environmental Services for the Los Angeles County Internal Services Department. Minh is focused on helping the county become more energy efficient, transition to zero emissions in the transportation sector, and support state renewable energy goals. After Minh, we'll have Kenny Seeton, and I was told that Kenny is affectionately known as Kennergy by the Cal State Dominguez Hill administration, hence the shirt that he has on today. Kenny Seeton is the Director of Central Plant Operations and Strategic Energy Projects at Cal State Dominguez Hills. Kenny leads campus-wide efforts to improve energy efficiency, modernize central plant operations, and advance decarbonization through electrification, smart building controls, solar, battery storage, heat pump technologies, and AI-driven plant operations. So without further ado, we'll start with Minh Lee.
Thank you. You know, the county is actually doing quite a bit to support the Olympics, but I wanted to highlight just 3 things and send a message around with these 3 goals. The Olympics is our region's opportunity to model to the world a future that is available to all communities around the entire planet. First is about how we source electricity in partnership with our utilities like LADWP and Southern California Edison and the Clean Power Alliance, as well as all the work that our teams are doing across the county to install solar, make our buildings more energy efficient. There's a big ambitious goal here. By the Olympics, we expect to have more than 75% of our electricity derived from non-carbon emitting sources. With the level of electricity that we purchase across the county to support 4,500 different county facilities ranging from hospitals to libraries to sheriff stations, that means more than $100 million a year will go to support clean energy. This will help accelerate the state's SB 100 goals to transition our electricity sector to 100% by 2045. Second, as a region that has defined American car culture with icons such as James Dean and Steve McQueen, and just Hollywood in general, what we do will help define the market for the rest of the United States and hopefully the rest of the world. Transportation and our petrochemical industries represent about 50% of emissions from our state, GHG emissions. Transitioning to zero-emission vehicles is critical to reducing GHG, and so the infrastructure required to do that is utterly critical, which is why we expect to have more than 2,500 charging stations by the Olympics, and we've also created a bi-coastal zero-emission vehicle partnership with New York City so that we can learn from each other and help other communities with this transition. By the way, about 70% of the county's charging stations are located in disadvantaged communities, like at our libraries and our parks. And while federal policies currently put the American automotive sector at risk of falling behind their international competitors, I'm excited to see our governor and the state's leadership in continuing to support the transition to ZEVs with the $3,500 credit for first-time zero-emission vehicle buyers. Finally, with funding from the California Energy Commission, and I believe that Commissioner Skinner was here earlier, so thank you, we're leading a massive, nearly $300 million effort to decarbonize the homes of income-qualified individuals, approximately 10,000 homes over the next few years, in a territory that goes all the way down to Imperial County and San Diego counties on up to here in LA County. Transitioning to heat pumps and other electric appliances is critical because it doesn't just reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but it also improves the indoor air quality for these families. So overall, these goals showcase the best values in our region to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and criteria pollutants, but to also do so equitably. We are excited to provide this leadership and model to global visitors of the Olympics and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me hear. How many CSU DH alum are in the audience? Any woohoos? Oh, there's at least one or two. Did you know that there are also 5 sitting mayors right now? So we had 2 of them here today. Mayor of LA, CSU, Long Beach, Rex Richardson, CSU DH, Carson, Lula Davis, Hawthorne, and Compton. So CSU DH is social equity, right? We create social workers, we create mayors. We don't do engineering, we don't do physics, right? But we have reduced our greenhouse gas by 75% since 2018. Yes, that's good, right? 75%. We've reduced our natural gas by 97% since 2023. Thank you. We don't create rocket science, but it's not rocket science what we're doing, right? It's tried and true technology that we should all be able to do. If a campus in the heart of Carson and Compton can do these things, why can't the rest of the world? It's not hard, right? We have 5 to 8 events that are going to be hosted between us and AEG, Dignity Health Sports Park. We just awarded 1.5 megawatts of solar to go with the 1 megawatt of solar we already have. It's going to be a carport and 500 kW of walkway, right? So how cool is it now for the students? We talk about the heat load and that kind of stuff. Why can't we cover up the sidewalk so that people have a shaded place to walk to get from the parking lot to their classrooms or to the Olympic events that we can show off? Basically, that's it, right? It's not hard, right? Heat pumps get rid of the gas. We can make electricity. We cannot make gas. So why are we not doing more electrification, right? That's where we all need to start thinking about, is not how hard it is, but really, how do we just get it done, right? So my last thing, right? If better is possible, good is not enough. We have to stop sitting behind and waiting for somebody else to do it for us, right? We have to do Kenergy, right? Kenergize the whole world and do things better. Thank you.
All right. So thank you, Minh and Kenny, for taking action with us and for your leadership. We just have one question for you both. What's one way we can support you to help make your commitments a success?
I don't even need the mic for that one, right? We need pilot projects, right? We need donors. We need grants. We're there. My goal is in 5 years, 6 years when I retire to be carbon neutral. And we're almost there. Hopefully this month we're awarding 6 megawatt more of battery and another 1.5 megawatts of solar. But it's still not enough, right? But it is enough to island the campus now if there's going to be an issue. And so what's the next step, right? A couple more heat pumps, a little bit more solar and battery, and we become that island campus in the middle of a disadvantaged community, fresh air, all that stuff. Thank you.
Thanks, Kenny. Go ahead, Minh.
I actually like that answer. You know, the reality is, like, I'm going to try to pop it up a level and say, I want to challenge you all to think big, okay? Think big and believe, because it's possible. What we're talking about up here, you can do in your communities at different scales, right? I've had the great privilege to work in several different areas where over a period of a decade, it changed the world, okay? You know, solar multiplying by 1,000 times over a period of a decade, in the last decade. You know, these are the things that are tangible, and it takes individuals, okay, who believe that change can happen. And I think the Olympics represents that opportunity, that we can set big, hairy, audacious goals so that others can follow. Thank you.
Thank you both. Lastly, we just want to highlight the work of LAUSD. LAUSD is looking to, or having efforts to electrify 100% of their yellow bus fleet. This is one of the largest school bus electrifications in the country. They are on track to have 329 electric buses and 329 EV charging stations, helping to achieve 25% of their goal to have 100% clean energy in all sectors by 2040. Lacey is a proud partner of LAUSD on their recently awarded $3 million Going for Gold implementation grant that will be used to continue to expand these efforts. So on behalf of Lacey, I want to thank Los Angeles County, Cal State Dominguez Hills, and LAUSD for their commitment to action. Thank you.